My name's Kevin Carr, and today I'm going to take you on a journey. We're going to listen to some music that was brought to this country by immigrants from other places. A lot of them played it on this kind of an instrument. You know, and all around the world there were bowed instruments played in cultures across Asia and Africa and in Europe. And these days, a lot of times they will use this violin to play their music. And when they do, a lot of people call it a fiddle. Fiddle is a word we use when we want to differentiate between classical music played on the violin and traditional folk music, often played on the fiddle. And, you know, the violin was developed in Italy in the 1500s, and it was such a perfect design. It was that really it stayed pretty much the same since that time. And been adapted by other cultures because it expresses, it's the closest instrument to the human voice, and it can express a lot of emotion. So we're going to look at music, listen to music from Ireland and Scotland and from Quebec, and music from that changed and became American old-time music in the Appalachian Mountains. We'll listen to Greek music as it was brought here by Greek immigrants. We'll listen to Serbian music, and we'll listen to Mexican music. Little snippets of each because we don't have a lot of time. But I'm hoping it's like a little smorgasbord. You can take a little taste and get a sense of the wonderful worlds of traditional folk music. We'll start with an Irish tune, very appropriate because the word fiddle comes from the old Gaelic Irish word meaning a bowed instrument. So I'll play one of the most popular, famous Irish jigs called the Irish Washerwoman. Here's three tunes from the northern tip of Nova Scotia. It's Scottish music brought over from the Highlanders, Scottish Highlanders, when they immigrated. And they joke that they brought all of Scotland's good fiddlers with them. I'm not sure that's true, but they certainly brought a high number of great fiddle players. I learned this from the McClellan sisters, March, Strathspey, and Reel. Greek Americans do a great job of preserving their traditions. You can often find in larger cities festivals where you could see this lovely dancing and hear this haunting Greek music. There's a dance group near where I live, and I learned this tune from them. It's called a Karaguna, Greek tune. And here is a polka from Ukraine. Southern highlands of Appalachia were settled by Scots-Irish who brought their fiddles and learned a lot. In isolation, their music changed. They were influenced by all the black musicians who were in the area, and it just added to the power and strength of this music. I'm going to play a tune called Glory in the Meeting House. When Jewish people from Eastern Europe came to this country, they brought with them their own style of music, referred to as klezmer music. It was a mixture of styles of music they'd learned from all the places they'd lived, but imbued with their own soul and spirit. And it's entrancing. I learned this particular tune when I was first learning to play fiddle in Los Angeles. And no one knew a name for it, so they called it Freylock from Los Angeles. Here's a well-known Mexican polka called Jesusita in Chihuahua. Here's a Serbian fiddle tune that I learned from a wonderful fiddler named Slavko Silic in San Francisco. Here's a small example of the wide, wonderful world of French-American fiddling from extends up all through Quebec and into what's known as Acadia, into Nova Scotia. And it's related to the Métis fiddling too, which we won't have time to get into, which is the Native American fiddle traditions that extend all the way from eastern Canada out into Alaska. Anyway, here's Tommy Rooney's jig from the far eastern tip of the Gascay Peninsula. And you'll hear me clogging, which is one of the things French fiddlers do. Well, I wish I had another hour to play for you because there's so much wonderful fiddle music to be found and listened to and learned and played. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tiny, tiny taste of some of the grand fiddle styles that have been brought by immigrants to this continent of ours. Thanks very much.